Hey guys, Urban Gardener here, and I was out in the front yard semi-permaculture slash produce stand for me and my family, and it was time to harvest some dry beans. So what I got here is a nice big load of pinto beans. Let me grab one off right here for you guys and pop open the shell. Show you those nice dry pinto beans. So I've got a really nice pile here of these, and I'll have to de-shell them, and then I'll show you guys what the harvest was like, but I think it's going to be pretty good. And then right next to them I have some of these dragon tongue beans. Let me pop open one of these dragon tongue beans for you there. You can eat these like green beans, or if you let them go a little bit longer, you can use them as a dry bean. And they're similar in look to a pinto bean. So there you go, pop those open. So that is a, get it in focus there for you guys. That is a dragon's tongue bean. So pretty cool dragon tongue bean. So I'll have to shell these out, and then I'll show you guys what the harvest was. I don't think I'll get a lot of dragon's tongues. These will probably be more seed for next year, as that's the first crop I ever grew of it. And then I'll shell out these pintos, but I think I did pretty good on the pinto beans. Well, I told you guys I would give you the final weight of those pinto beans that I harvested from the produce stand out in my front yard. And it looks like after I did a zero of the paper bag that we have 1 pound, 8 ounces of pinto beans. That's right. So pretty good harvest. And then this doesn't include the beans that I went ahead and kept out in the garden that I'm going to go ahead and plant right back and do a succession planting so I can get some more beans, because you know we're about midsummer and it's no problem planting some more of these pinto beans. So I'm gonna get at it, and you guys get at it too. Get yourself a little produce stand out in the front. That's right, Rose. We're out here to take some of those pinto beans that we harvested, because I do have a bag full of the pinto beans, and we're just going to go ahead and replant some pinto beans in here, and we're going to do it with our red Malabar spinach sprouts here, and we're going to do a little companion planting. You see, I have one little bean coming up here, and that's just a volunteer, but I'm going to go ahead and put some more. You see some more volunteers coming. Couple more volunteers back there, and so why not go ahead and go with it, and we'll get some more pinto beans. And we got a little succession planting. We've already got 1 pound and 8 ounces out of the other, so basically 1.5 pounds, which is great. And now we'll get hopefully another at least 1.5 pounds of pinto beans. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna put these all in the ground. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come and I'm going to plant them right near each one of the red Malabar spinaches here. And I got plenty of these beans, so I'll be pretty generous and I'll just poke them in there. Now, it's a little hard with one hand, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea where I'm going to be planting all of these beans. Basically just along the red Malabar spinach here. And that way, the red Malabar spinach is a vine-like plant. So what it'll do is it'll give the red Malabar spinach and the beans a chance to crawl together, because the pinto beans like to crawl a little bit too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up with these last beans and push them all in. So that about does it. Got at least one bean pretty much 2 to every Malabar spinach there, and I'll come back later and show you guys how it's doing. And then over here, we're still seasoning this. We do have some black beans to harvest. So I will go ahead and be pulling these black beans as well. And we leave the major root system in there. And I will go do the same thing I did with those pinto beans. And in the place of these black beans, I'm going to go ahead and throw the rest of these pinto beans.